All right, let's get right into it. For, what, decades now? The path from a customer's curiosity to an actual purchase has been this really well-worn road. It was paved with keywords and clicks. But that road, it's been completely torn up and replaced as we speak. We are right in the middle of a fundamental disruption, a neural shift that's changing how every single business gets discovered online. And honestly, if you don't adapt, you're going to be left behind. It's that simple.
It all kicks off with this single, kind of staggering number you see right here, 60%. Yeah, according to research compiled this year, that is the percentage of Google searches that now end without a single click to any website. 60%. This is what we call the zero-click reality. The engine that powered the web for 20 years is sputtering. And this, right here, is the central crisis we have to get our heads around.
So what's causing this collapse? Well, it's a completely new engine of search, one that operates way beyond the simple keyword. Let's break that down in our first section.
This entire change is being powered by this one thing, the large language model, or LLM. Now, this isn't just a smarter search engine, okay? You need to think of it more like a reasoning engine. It's an advanced AI that really understands context and nuance and what a user is actually trying to do. And it gives comprehensive, synthesized answers, not just a boring old list of blue links. The shift begins with the LLM, the large language model. What you're looking at here is the neural network, the new conversational engine. The sheer complexity of this network is what's driving user intent now. That simple search box we all knew, it's been replaced by this complex digital brain. And this powerful new engine, well, it has consequences. Which brings us right to our second section, the great decoupling. This is where we're going to see how search volume and actual website clicks have critically and dangerously diverged.
The argument is, well, it's brutally simple. The old way of doing things, keyword search, is failing. Organic visibility is collapsing. Across the entire industry, publishers are seeing their organic traffic just fall off a cliff. And let me be clear, this isn't some temporary drip. It's a structural collapse, and it's being accelerated by that zero-click reality we just talked about.
And the scale of the damage it's just staggering. This is not theoretical stuff. Just look at these year-over-year declines from major online brands. Based on recent industry analysis, HubSpot saw a catastrophic 75% drop, Forbes down 50%, Business Insider down 44%. This is the great decoupling, live and in action.
And if you think that's bad, believe me, it gets worse on mobile. On our phones, that zero-click search rate jumps to an astonishing 77.2%. So the primary device your customers use is now the absolute least likely to send them to your website through traditional search. Let that sink in.
So the crucial point is this. If your entire strategy is still built on that old model of keywords and rankings, you literally risk becoming mathematically invisible on this new map of meaning that the AI is building right now.
But, with crisis comes opportunity. So let's pivot to our third section and explore something called the high-intent economy. This is where we'll explain why fewer clicks can actually mean much, much more value. The whole game has changed. See, the old way was obsessed with traffic volume, just getting as many eyeballs on a page as possible. But the new way? It's laser-focused on conversion value, attracting those few, highly qualified customers who are ready to pull the trigger.
And here's the proof. This data from a recent case study is just stunning. Visitors who came from a traditional Google organic search converted at 1.76%. But look at the traffic that was referred from ChatGPT. They converted at 15.9%. And why? It's because the user did all their research inside the AI conversation. By the time they finally clicked, they were ready to buy.
Let's put a fine point on it. According to SEMrush, traffic referred by these new AI systems is up to 4.4 times more valuable than traditional organic visitors. So yeah, fewer clicks, absolutely, but each one is packed with so much more intent and economic value. And the scale of this new economy is just massive. The AI and tourism sector, for example, is projected to grow from $2.95 billion in 2024 to over $13 billion by 2030. That data from Markets and Markets, it shows exactly where the money is going. This isn't some niche trend. It's the future of the market itself. So how do you capture this value? That brings us to our final and most commanding section, the mandate. You must master something called GOR. Your survival absolutely depends on making this pivot. Let's be perfectly clear about this. Stop optimizing for the old way. The new way requires matching semantic meaning through what are called vectors. I want you to think of vectors as a way to turn your content's meaning into a mathematical format that the AI can actually understand and map. To compete, your content must be transformed into these vectors.
This new framework is called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. It's the practice of creating and structuring your content not to rank first in a list of links, but to be cited and recommended within the AI's own generated answer. The goal completely shifts from ranking to influence.
We can break this whole pivot down into 3 mandatory steps. First, shift your goal away from ranking and towards being cited. Second, you have to structure your content so that machines can read and understand it easily. And third, you have to build authority. This means showing signals of real-world experience, deep expertise, authoritativeness in your field, and proven trust. It's a concept known as EEAT. These are the exact signals the AI is actively looking for.
Which leaves us with a pretty critical question you need to ask yourself. As you look at your marketing, your content, your entire digital presence, is your strategy built for the old map or is it built for the new one?
Because listen, there is no going back. Mastering GEO is mandatory for your business's survival. Follow the Neuro Shift. We're going to break down exactly how to apply it next week.